If you're lost in the woods and somebody comes to you and says, this is the direction down this road to civilization, water, and food, what do? Say no? You say, thank you, I'm gonna go this way. I mean, it's just that simple. I graduated from high school, went to junior college for 2 years, and didn't have any direction on what I wanted to do. My uncle suggested to either get focused and go back to school, go to the military, and he thought that I would be a good barber, so he suggested I should go to barber school.
It wasn't said to him harshly. I was just saying, you know, we've hit a crossroads. We've arrived at a point whereby we need to make a decision about, you know, long-term direction. Travis was always very kind. He liked to work with his hands, and I knew he liked to stand up and talk about sports, and I thought he would enjoy being a barber.
I remember when I signed up and the owner at the time asked me if I had any knowledge of cutting hair. I said, well, I used to landscape and I used to trim hedges and cut grass, so I thought that that would relate to cutting hair. It didn't relate to it at all. The barbershop and the barber connects the community with one another as far as mentorship, young individuals growing up, trying to become men, giving them advice. It's like the heartbeat of the community.
Travis got me my first barber job a year or two before Travis came up with the idea to open his own.
Over here we have the literal foundation of Tstyles I. The memories are still here. Once we opened and all the chairs were filled and everybody was busy with clients, there would be moments where I would step back and say to myself, I did this. I made this happen. I brought these people together, and it gave me a really warm feeling and a proudness of my accomplishment.
It was time to move on to do something different, so I moved to the Smyrna area. I developed my clientele. I was at this shop for about 4 or 5 years and gradually built my brand, Haircuts by Travis. Things were profitable, things were good. Change is where growth is. You're not challenging yourself, you're not growing. At some point, you become stagnant, you become average. I decided to go back to school and get my instructor's license, thinking that once I get done with this, I want to open up a school. Little did I know that I would be able to purchase a school.
My teacher, the prior owner, told me they were closing. So I reached out to Travis and I said, how would you like to own the Lansing Barber College?
It was a risk in purchasing the school, but it wouldn't have been worth it if I didn't have a connection to it. So that's why I said, let me purchase it with my cousin and do for others what it did for me.
I gradually started to develop a relationship or bond with Mr. Travis. Every day he has something positive to tell me. Travis inspired me to get my own place.
When you open up a barbershop, you connect with the community on a small level. When you open up a school, you connect with the community on a much larger level because you're talking about teaching students, and it's like a tree. Now they're going out and opening up shops.
I'm thrilled that he could go back to his point of beginning and purchase that and then help train and mentor others. His training is being expanded.
It's an opportunity for us to give back to the young men that grew up around us and expand the tree. The base of the tree started with my uncle, who planted a seed in me to be a barber. And from that seed grew my cousin. Now that we own a school, we can plant other trees in other people. It's exciting to see the students progress from a student that started from zero and he knew nothing. And then 3-6 months later, he's helping other students. is amazing. Whenever you can give a young man a skill that he can take into the community and earn money and be independent and then be an example to another individual in his family or in his community to do the same thing, that's how it's connecting and that's how it's positive.